Hey, Tim Ryan here, president and founder of We the People. Just a few quick comments on last night's debate. First and foremost, I was absolutely stunned that they could fit that many red ties on one stage. It was unbelievable. I kept watching as they would clip to somebody else and hoping that someone like put on a different color tie, but it just doesn't happen. So once again, you can't get separated from the pack. Now everybody's got to dress alike as well. So that to me is absolutely hilarious and really illustrates where the modern day Republican Party is. The extremists are even dressing alike now. And clearly last night, Vivek got most of the attention, a lot of the attention. And I got to tell you, watching him, to me, really reminded me of professional wrestling. You know it's fake, but it's still a little bit entertaining. And I felt like that's what was happening with Vivek last night. He couldn't even, he'd give his lines, his prepared lines, but then immediately after he had to start smiling because he kind of knew he was just pretty much telling people what they would want to hear. Also known as a demagogue. And I was really surprised too, not surprised, but how it unfolded when they asked, would you support Donald Trump? Now we got to remember, and I know many of you have seen our ad on terrorism and domestic terrorism. We have to remember what Donald Trump did. He basically incited an insurrection on January 6th. He threw Mike Pence under the bus. Mike Pence almost got killed that day, and Trump has blamed him for everything. And so here we are when they ask the question, will you support Donald Trump if he is convicted of all of these crimes? And Mike Pence, all of these guys, they raised their hands. Almost all of them said, yes, we know that Trump said suspend the Constitution. We know that Trump tried to run a coup. We know that Trump incited what happened on January 6th and continues to say that the election was stolen with absolutely no proof at all. But what was funny to me was that as they were asked the question, they were all kind of looking to see if the person next to him was going to raise their hand. Because if they raise their hand, I got to raise my hand, and that's how this is going to go down. And it's just these are not leaders. These are followers. And they really don't even know who or what they're following. They just don't want to break free and get out of the pack. So I thought it was good when Chris Christie hit Vivek for the kind of nonsense that he was putting out there. I thought that was good that Christie held the line on the Trump and really kind of took on the crowd. Like to see Nikki Haley talking about Ukraine. I think that's a very important thing. But all in all, here we have a bunch of people who really don't belong anywhere near the seat of power. Because if you can't take on somebody who tried to destroy America as we know it, if you don't have the guts and courage to do that, you do not need to be in the Oval Office trying to help govern the greatest country on God's green earth. And so all in all, it was pretty much of a joke. But that's why here at We the People, we are focusing on the ordinary people who are doing extraordinary things. We want to focus on the great things happening in the country. We're going to continue to amplify and promote that. And we want to get back to focusing on the things that are most important to all of us, our kids, our family, our community, what's going on locally with us. That's how we're going to heal America. It's not going to be from Washington, D.C., may not even necessarily be through the presidency or the Congress. It's going to be what's happening in our local communities. And so we got to remember exactly what's most important. It's those key relationships that we have. So having said that, I am going to go out and shoot some hoops with Brady Ryan. We'll see you next time.